Hello and welcome to the STB Racing League Indian Grand Prix racing on the Royal Circuit in Montreal, Canada. We're here for the return to STB. We've had a week off and we're back for another race, another great evening's action. And I'm joined by Ritzy. Ritzy, how you doing and how are you feeling ahead of the Canadian Grand Prix?
Just want to thank Mauri for the introduction there. It's great to be back here in STB in season 16 here in Montreal for the Grand Prix in Canada at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Honestly, really enjoy Canada. It is one of my favourites personally. It's a driver's favourite in real life and in racing leagues or across the Formula 1 game. Very challenging, very tight, very narrow. They've got plenty of chicanes and hard braking zones, so the brakes will be put to excessive amounts of work, and you've got plenty of overtaking opportunities in within that as well. No much leniency in driving skill or driving ability. A simple mistake can put you in the wall and it can seriously detriment to a race. So a lot of driver skill will be tested as the walls are majority of the time right next to the track, so there will be like an excess level of skill. Not really much else to add. Good overtaking opportunities. Heavy braking zones will mean heavy use of the brakes, overheating the brakes. Tyres will be an issue with that as well. So a lot of elements there to kind of play with and try and measure as the drivers navigate the circuit.
That's right, so we've got a new driver this season, ETX3 Enzo. Any knowledge about him?
This is the first I've seen the Enzo, so his performance here will be the first that I've seen it on show, so hopefully he will be, he is here based on his merit, so he's got his opportunity here to demonstrate his skill to us, the commentators, to people as viewers, and whether or not he's fit for purpose in this league, and I hope that he gets off to the ground running and makes an impact in his first race here in Montreal. We saw insane from Dominic. It's going to be very important for him to get off to a good start here in Canada. What do you think of Dominic's performance in Spain? The great victory it was. It was just Dominic in his prime. It was just very controlled. Honestly, we've seen a lot of that in season 15 in his championship running. There was, Dominic is arguably, in my opinion, the complete driver in the STB league. And his pace and his skill set is the barrier, is the kind of boundary for every other driver in this league. But no, his performance in Spain was exceptional. Solid points in the back. Especially after not like a shaky start, but his title defence wasn't as strong as he would have liked. But with a solid result last time out and solid results across the season, that should definitely pick up some momentum as we come into Canada. And he is top of the timesheets at the moment, so he is kind of setting the bar at this early stage in qualifying.
Yes, of course, P1. Kyle currently P3. As I.
Testing with it. Hi Mauri. Please just want to send out apologies for the connection issues. Mauri's having a bit of technical issue at the moment, so we will try and get him back in as and when his connection obviously resumes back in the normal setting. But we will just sit on board with Hamjam, who is currently on his lap as he comes through the chicane turns 5 and 6 and 7. Down the back straight, this is one of the 3 DRS zones on the circuit. One is on the Casino straight into the chicane of the World Champions and across the pit straight into turn 1 as well. Yellow flags out in sector 2 and 3. I think that's just for a slow moving car. As it comes into the second sector, we are 40.7 up in the delta. Tidy line through the hairpin as he's got the Williams of, I actually can't see, I think that will be Perondi as he tries to, as Hamjam does take the slipstream on the Williams as it pulls out the way into the chicane, into the final chicane. How does he take the line? fairly cleanly. You want to get as close to the wall of champions as you can possibly dare to dream as he goes invalidated. So wasn't a legitimate lap there for Ham Jam, but you really want to push the final chicane, because not only is that not only is that highly important on your qualifying lap, but it is also important for your setup as well for your flying lap. So nailing that chicane is going to be crucially important for the drivers as they try and navigate the circuit and get themselves on the time and board. Currently, we are just over 10 minutes remaining in the session. Dominic is top of the time sheet, 108.0, 2/10 ahead of Bruno Will. Tail rounds at the top 3 at the moment. Drivers, lap is Ham Jam, Toxic Fusion, Mercury, 2 Mercedes drivers, Eki there, the championship runner-up from last season, Enzo, the debutant here at STB. He is yet to show us what he's made of and what kind of times he can set, and hopefully he can be one of the drivers that can throw the cat in amongst the regions to see the Mercedes coming into the pits. Eki is on his lap as we jump on board with the McLaren coming down. He's not on the lap, he's on 0 ERS, so I think he is just fuel, he's just energy harvesting at the moment to set himself up for the next lap. So no, he's actually coming back in. We'll sit on board with Enzo. He's backed off as well, so everybody I'm jumping onto is backing off the laps in this early stage. But we'll sit on board with Mercury as he comes down the back straight. Into the third chicane. There's 3 chicanes, a hairpin, no, 4 chicanes, a hairpin, in a very tight and twisty first sector. But we'll ride on board with Mercury as he comes down the pit straight, the casino straight, sorry, my all over the shop now, so apologies for that, but as Mercury comes through the final chicane, gets close to the exit there, and there's a yellow flag in the first, but he drives up the line with a 108.3, and that puts him third fastest. And who else are we seeing on the lap at the moment? Gravity's coming in. Tommy, solid performances early in the season, kind of setting himself in good stead for the remainder of the season. Danny up 4/10. His first sector time, so he is definitely improving as we sit on board with the Red Bull, and Maldi has joined, so I'll get him back once again. So we'll get Maldi back in and hope that his connection is sustainable and we can get his stabilised once again, so it's not just the one voice you're hearing. But I've got Maldi just coming out of the party just now, so any minute. Harry through the final sector, takes a bit of the grass on exit as well, but doesn't seem to really affect his run up to the line. And improves by 8 seconds, goes 4th fastest, so it's a Ferrari 2.4 at the moment as it completely cuts time too. Two Mercedes in Stern there. P6, out laps for Jamham and Libiero. Perondi, looking to the line, he is about to set a 1:3, goes 6th fastest in the Williams, strong performance. That lap there for the result. Libiero for the lap, Gravity's on his out lap, and we're going to see some back in the pit. First 5 on the hard tyre, so that's an interesting strategy. Everybody else can also on the stage. Sit on board with Libiero as he's so the sun is shining here in Montreal. There is a bit of cloud in the sky, but no real threat of rain in qualifying at least. It's a nice sunny day here in Montreal, and that is good for the drivers, and it's good for car conditions as well, as it means they can go flat out and go the fastest they possibly can, and then some. But we love to see the sunshine basking down here in Montreal in eastern Canada. But hopefully we don't have any information about the weather for the race, so we just have to kind of take it at face value when we get it. So we will see what the weather's like when it comes race day, but now it is nice and sunny, so we can only hope that it continues with this nice warm weather as we make it into race day on Sunday. But most drivers are in the pits at the moment. Hamjam, Toxic Fusion and Ricky are still out on track trying to lap in. As you see, that is 7th fastest. So it's Hamjam, Eki and Enzo. And they are the only ones yet to put in a representative lap. The Hamjam is away out again on another lap, and he is coming through the second delta line, and he's backed off. Maybe use the slipstream. There it is. Churka. Third there. I think Churka's already second. Eki jumps up to third with his time there, 1:08.1. So he's a 10th shy of the pole time here at the moment, set by Dominic early on in the session. I think that was even on set videos. So I could be wrong, but Dominic is out once again. Softs. So he does feel that his pole position time is a bit under threat at the moment. So he is out trying to kind of stabilise and further secure his pole position as it stands. He will be sharing the front row with Churka at the moment, but we are literally just under 5 minutes left in this session here in Canada for qualifying. So we will see what Dominic's made on lap as the yellow flags are in the second and third set. I'm assuming that is just for a slow moving vehicle. But we'll see how he fails with the lap. Maldi did leave again, so we have a bit of connection on his end, but we will try and get him back in, hopefully before the race, and stabilise. As Dominic is up 4/10 on his lap time so far, with a wee puff of smoke just breaking out the front right tyre there and the braking zone. But it doesn't really seem to ruin his lap too much as he chucks the ERS into overtake, into 8th gear, and he's only got the World Champions left to drive through. And we'll see what it's like on board. Looks very clean, slams the wall, but doesn't he pick up any damage, so it's a lucky escape there that he's back off the lap. So I'm assuming it was either invalidated or he did pick up a severe amount of oversteer on exit, which really ruined the traction on the run up to the line. But the lap was a 4/10 improvement up until that point, so he has definitely got some pace in his back pocket as it stands over the rest of the drivers on the grid so far, as Churka makes a big and Hamjam moves up to P3. I didn't even notice that. So he's up to P3 after putting in a lap time. He won't feel up old softs though, so he will want to go back out again Robert and try and beat that. If he's going to put himself in the back foot and take the tyre away. But tyre strategy, I mean, I would have assumed that the levels of tyre degradation, the wears on the brakes, gears, fuel, are taking in all the racing variables. It would be a medium to hard race, but with the drivers being on the softs, it kind of indicates to me that there is rain on the horizon here in Montreal for the race, and that will definitely make second order especially important, and it also raises the skill level as well, because so easy, and even in the drag it's so easy to make mistakes in Montreal because the wall is right there. It's a very unforgiving circuit. It's very much like Monaco, but obviously it's no the glitz and the glamour. It's no the same elements of Monaco than it does here in Montreal, but at the same time its actual racing characteristics, its racing criteria is very similar. As Buckley with tyres only goes 18th fastest and last of the runners, so he will be starting from the back of the grid. I will try and invite Maldi back in as he just rejoins us here once again, but we'll try and get him in for the final runs here in qualifying, as we're just under the 2-minute mark, so there's a 2-minute warning for the drivers. They need to be out on track if they want to improve on their time. So Dominic is still top of the time sheets at the moment. Churka is second in the Ferrari, so Red Bull, Ferrari, Mercedes, McLaren front four. Bruno Will, 5 constructors in the top 5, and then it's the first of the teammates there with Mari and 6, so the Ferraris 2 and 6 at the moment. Mercury 3 and 7 for the Mercedes Racing Point. Enzo up in P8, solid, showing in his first lap, his first race here in STB. Solid qualifying. Are you there? Is it working now? Right, no worries. Oh, there we go. Back underway once again. We are just under a minute left here in Montreal, and as a Ferrari of Mari's is spun at turn 6. And Mali is left me once again, so we will just be here on our own, viewers, when it comes to qualifying and the final moment. So we'll get on board with the next set of drivers. So the drivers at Update opted to improve on their time as Urban Unicorn and DJ Danny, as they are still in the pits. It'll be too late for them to come out on a lap here now as it stands. Let me see if I can find somebody who's quick. Gravity 16th fastest at the moment. Mari's retires. I don't know where he retired. I think he might have retired on track there because I didn't see his Ferrari come back out in the pit lane, and he retires at the exit of the hairpin in turn 11, 12. But we'll ride on board with Gravity, who's 16th fastest at the moment. He is only up by a 10, so he would probably put himself to at least P13, maybe P14 even, but the chicane quite good, look quite clean, and he's crossing the line to go 15th fastest, so neither position I said was the right one. But we have got the checkered flag here in Montreal, so qualifying is over. The final runs are the final runs and the final times as Libiero comes across the line. The Alfa Romeo of his teammate Toxic Fusion goes 5th fastest there with a 108.2. Libiero goes a 108.2 as well. Toro Alfa Romeo 5.6, literally 1,000ths of a second apart there for the two Alfa Romeo drivers. Eki retired from P4, Mari was retired from P8. Who else is still out on a lap? And Kyle's into the pits. Enzo's still on a lap. We'll ride on board with Parondi, who's still on a lap. He's going to come through the finish chicane at the moment. Looks very clean. Does he take as much of the exit club at the World of Champions there, but he takes a really tight line to the right side, goes a 108.1 and only goes 12th because it was invalidated. Hamjam retires. Who goes where? Bruno will up to the line up 3/10 of a second, so he might get to the 170 here. 107.7, but it's invalidated, and it is Dominic who is our pole position winner here in Montreal. Stunning qualifying there for the Red Bull. It was Dominic that I seen at the top of the tick. No, it's actually Churka, so it's my apologies. But Churka on pole position here in the Ferrari. Hungarian front row, Ferrari and Red Bull front row as well. Dominic on the mediums, though only 800ths of a second shy of his time here. Churka the only man to get into the 1 minute 7s, so it's a stunning qualifying for the Ferrari, so my apologies there to them both. Hamjam in P3, solid showing there for the Mercedes. Eke P4, Libiero, Toxic Fusion 5th and 6th, Alpha 3rd row, Bruno and Mari 7 and 8, so it's a Brazilian 4th row, British 5th row. And that is our points paying positions in the qualifying format. Enzo solid P11, Parondi in P12, and the rest I couldn't get through. But we are going to get Maldi back in for this race start. But so so there's a dry race as well. The strategy will definitely be interesting. Okay. Dominic in second place on the mediums.
We've had a few problems, but I think I'm here now, ready for the Canadian Grand. Very good qualifying from Rixie, I must say, too, on the same mediums. That's a very strong lap, and it's a all Hungarian front row Rixie, so room for a crack out of a race. Just a shame I couldn't be in it for the duration of the session. Hopefully, it should be okay.
Hopefully you can stick with it, Valdi, and we can both be here to commentate on the race. The timer literally ticks onto 0 as we're speaking, and the drivers in the formation lap in a time. And it is Trucker that will be leading this pack away in the Ferrari. In the mediums, as you were saying, in the race build up there, Valdi. In the mediums, starting P2, so it's a really benefit. Red Bull driver. It's on P11 on his debut, so that's pretty solid compared to everything in the league. So he is really here to show us that he has got some spacecraft and his own skill, his own confidence. So there, the likes of Parondi, Jamham, and Urban Unicorn, who start behind. But as Churka, who the leading pilot round the formation lap. The sun continues to shine here in Montreal. I was sitting speculating about rain because the strategy is a bit different. Which here we are. It's a dry race. Majority of the top 10 with the exception being on the mediums. Enzo and Urban Unicorn opted for the harder tyre.
Enzo is a little bit disappointed here about the moment. He's, of course, the first out of the top 10 which he has fresh tyre. He's only qualified P11.
Enzo might not have cracked the top 10, but he's definitely put himself in a prime position to be on fresher tyres and to be on the alternate strategy. So he will be, same as Urban Unicorn, looking to go as long as they possibly can in this race, and there's already a big pack between the top 10 and the remaining grid. As the finish being in line of tow, but it's going to be Buck who's just drifting along at the back. Will be the last to resume his grid slot, and right side is you're going to lead us for the lights, Maldy.
Okay then, welcome to Canada. Ready for a new round of racing. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights for the Canadian Grand Prix. Lights out of the way, they go. Off to a crack on the side of the grid. Here we go, it's riding outside, goes from the position. Secondly, followed by Dominic, followed by Hamzam, followed by FK there, followed by Hamzam there. Let's have a little go. Hamzam. Buckley's ready up into P16 now. Enzo, 4 starts down to P11, and there's been a shirt. And all going. Mari in back to Ritchie. What can we see around P11? We know we'll reach that path.
And there's yellow flags and there's VSC already out, carbon fibres flying everywhere. It's like hitting a pinata, and you're just seeing all the sweets just scrambling about on the flare. But Mari's has got very little of his front left, the same way the Toro Rosso his front left end plate. So quite a carbon fibre missing for some of these Formula 1 cars in the early lap. We're under VSC conditions. The front of the pack got away fairly cleanly, but it was the middle of the pack to really properly kick off. We're seeing that Renault of Bruno Wilt into the pits follows suit as we're about to go back under racing conditions as the VSC is out on lap 1 and lap 2 of 35. We're back, green flags waving on this, getting this back underway, and it's Churka continuing to lead this race. It's close behind though. Eke there, gaining off at the start over Cam Jambi, so they switch places on the start. Enzo putting the second time on track limits already for multiple warnings, so not an ideal start there. Alfa Romeo 5-6, but the drivers have switched positions. Nicky P7 up 3 places, Urban Unicorn up 6, so shout out to him in the pass. Parondi same way up 3, so big winners from the start with Urban Unicorn, Parondi, J Danny and Gravity up 3 and 4 places at the back of the field. The big losers are going to be Bruno, Will and Kyle, who put the pit and Mari down 10 places, qualified P8, and he's in the back of the field, facing Buckley down in the Toro Rosso. It's not been an ideal start. With the exception of Enzo, the only other 2 drivers not to switch places over that start are the front 2. Churka continues to lead from Dominic here in Canada as he's about to close the line and start the 3rd lap of 35. We are in for a long in, folks, so be sure to look up and join in and enjoy it. And we'll see what is happening here as we're seeing Gravity. Gravity look like they're maybe going to the outside of turn 1 there, but Enzo maybe trying to look on the outside of 2 and just position for it. So we'll need in that particular battle. Everybody else is out of the good. Doesn't seem to have a bit of a keeping up with the front 2 here. Hamjam's already exceeded that form in front of him. He's already out of DRS activation here, but he's got able to go Alphas. Even in the next year of the Mercedes. So, we'll probably use the relationship with both Libiero. Being teammates at Alfa Romeo, maybe if one gets by the Mercedes, that will allow the other one just to sneak past. So Hamjam will need to be prepared for maybe a double attack. attack or a stealth attack or whatever on his position, but he's going to have his teammate Mercury trying to close in. But while he's closing in, he's bringing the pack of Urban Unicorn, first of the hard runners, Parondi, second the medium runners, Jamham, his brother, and Hamjam's brother, bringing all them into this as well. If he can try and get himself lapped into the back of Ribeiro, then this could be one big DRS train for the majority of this race. That between Dominic and Churka already like kind of creeping into the low 10s here, 2 10s. Dominic's right on the rear wing of this Ferrari. You can basically see all the intricate works on the gearbox and the engine if you work hard enough down the exhaust there. But Dominic will be setting himself up for an attack on the leading Ferrari into the chicane. The Wall of Champions sits on the exit, so it is there to punish when a mistake is made. If you take too much curb, take too much speed. Is he going to defend the inside? He does not. He'll ride on board with Dominic as he sails past the inside of the Ferrari up into the Wall of Champions chicane and easily takes the lead here in this race. As Churka gets a bit of a wiggle on the exit there, and Nicky continues to load P3, and Hamjam makes his way into the pits on lap 5 of 35. Thompson goes for the 4-5 there. Urban Unicorn up to 6 from the outside, and he's going to Mercury is going to have to defend for Parondi and Jamham, who's made his way onto this wheel this battle here for P6. Urban Unicorn will be looking ahead to the 2 Alphas that sit in front. Only 1.3 seconds shy of them at this moment in time. But we've got flags waving for multiple national here in the grandstands in Montreal, so we've got a wide variation of support here, all the drivers here, so it is great to see all the drivers on the current field. But we will ride on board with Churka as he is about to set up a move on Dominic once again. I think he might be too far back to have any sort of real opportunity at the Red Bull, but the slipstream and DRS is really powerful, especially in Montreal. If you get a good exit in the Wall of Champions chicane, he can really set himself up into turn 1, but he doesn't really do that and doesn't really get it, and he's already back into 0 ERS, so he is back to harvesting mode. In the top 3 already bridging a big 3.7 second gap to Toxic Fusion Ribeiro, the 2 teammates running minus them here at the moment, 4th and 5th, solid qualifying for them both, solid race for them both so far. Hopefully they can continue this trouble, but Urban Unicorn is fastly on the 2 though, and Mercury, Parondi, they both are sitting with the Haas as they reel in the 2 Alphas in front, so this can really be a real cooking of battle here for Q4. Parondi can really kind of connect the 2 Alphas. Jamham there as well, he is still DRS range, but he is literally just under the 1 second activation, so maybe needs a great hit on the hairpin to keep himself in it, at least for this lap. But he needs a good lap 7 if he's got any real chance of the volume of the when he rides on the put on the actual goes up to the inside, onto the pit, so the place is Jamham pulls up into the pit. So the pit lane is quite active at the moment as we see Toxic Fusion, Mercury and Jamham all in the pits on lap 7 of 35. The race leader Dominic is starting to pull a gap on Churka and Eki, and that is the medium tyres really starting to come their own here at Montreal, as the soft tyres are really casting the selling point of the quality in their tyre life. So Churka and Eki might be seeing the end of the maze in terms of the soft tyres, but might need to consider the rest of the people, because they're the only ones besides Ribeiro remaining on the softs. Toxic Fusion there as well, and Fresh Heart support is alternating at least with a stab in the dark. It gone to the end of this race and is probably last, so as a highly probable scenario. And we're going to ride on board with Churka again on the broadcast telecams here as we see Eki closing up and Churka pulls off like the Dominic and Eki, 2 championship protagonists, running 1 and 2, 2 different compounder tyres. Eki is choosing to stretch out the a soft stint as he tries to maybe help himself in the later stages of this race. Blondie might look at Urban Unicorn here. Urban Unicorn up in the P3 as well. The winner here last time, I think he actually closed the line first here on actual merit, but lost out in penalties. So actually it's an anniversary. I'm sure I came into this league to commentate for the first time at Canada in season 15, so this is a one season anniversary to me, if you will, so I just thought I'd get that out there as well. And I'm sure Urban Unicorn came in and he won the race on track, but he lost it in penalties, and Dominic that won, and he won from P4, so it was quite an interesting race. I'm sure if you've not seen it or you don't know exactly what I'm talking about, I'm sure you can connect it on the YouTube channel, so make sure to check that out. But it's a very entertaining race. My first race as an STB commentator, and since, luckily for viewers, but right on Robbie Caronde is in the DRS again, but he's moving to the DRS, so he is just kind of sitting here behind him. I'll just settle for a euro from, and I'll just sit in taking the last of the soft runners into the pits, and we'll try and get Maldi back to the rate and to the commentary booth. But Urban Unicorn and Caronde battling on lap 9 of 35, and this race battle is starting to heat up between the Brazilian and Urban Unicorn. For P2, Dominic continues to stretch the lead. It's now 7.8 seconds after Eki and Chucker has got the pressure behind him. He drives it a reasonable pace, leisurely pace. He's about what's going to happen behind him. He is in a clear battle track as he comes down the time this race. Hamjam going on the outside of Enzo into the hairpin. Enzo on the inside, but Hamjam gets a switch back, and they're going to go side to side down the straight. But Hamjam crucially is going to have the DRS in the slipstream of the McLaren of Eki in front, but Enzo's going to have a look at the inside. He's got DRS as well, so he'll have the inside. Will he try and outbrake the Mercedes? He does not. Hamjam makes the move. Brilliant move around the outside into the World Champions. Brilliant strategy, brilliant setup. Fair play between the two. Chucker goes fastest in this race with a fastest lap there on the bottom of the screen. Is right behind Tommy. So he'll be looking to make quick work of that because he has got to Eki in the car. So will want to start clearing this traffic quite rapidly here because he doesn't want to sit behind the traffic of Tommy, DJ Danny and Gravity, who are sitting in front, and they're on the longest strategy, so Chucker really needs to Eki because he's got the 2 second gap through pit stops. So Chucker needs to make one, the car number 94 Ferrari needs to get a bit of a move on if he's going to try and establish the gap and solidify it, and then even extend it. Dominic needs to go up too much of a fight. Let's Chucker go up the inside, back over the racing lane, he sweeps into the final lane. As you like, easy as you like. Chucker up into P6, Danny's the next target. Danny, lap 10 of 30, lap 11. Always Chucker goes fastest again. Well, 1:11.5 on the medium, so Chucker really hasn't started to put in the lap times here.
That's going to be
in
inside
Montreal.
the Bruno Will at the back of the field here. Let's see if we can go check that out. Now, versus Bruno Will and Libero and Friesen actually in the
A big battle for P11 brewing as we see Toxic Fusion, Bruno Will, Mercury, Libiero and Jamham all within 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds each, as they're all on a big DRS train behind the Alpha. Libiero's lost out to Mercury on the pitch with going longer on the soft tyres. It's the same with Eki. Eki's lost 2 seconds to Chucker by going longer on his first stint. Mercedes and Mercury lost it up the inside of Bruno Will, and they're going to go side by side on exit. Bruno Will gets better traction on the outside of the hairpin though, and it's going to be a big DRS behind the Alpha.
Brondy in the pit lane.
Lap 12. move. Those medium tires have seen enough of these days. Trucker goes even faster on fresh rubber with 111, 101.
Okay, goes really quicker. 111.1 there.
Expecting to see a bit of a scrap brewing here, and we're going to see the massive jam ham and Libiero done side by side through turn 1, and they've got the Williams and Parondi on the outside in the pit lane exit. So Parondi managing to get out in front of Jam Ham, but no in front of Libiero. This battle has just up once again in a 5-man battle, quickly turned into a 6. It was Parondi was making his way out the pits, and he made a move on Jam on the outside on the exit, and he's going to have a look at Libiero on fresh rubber, and Eki and DJ Danny are making a move as well up for the order. But we'll stick on
Yeah,
this stream.
Behind
On Mercury with a lunge, Maldy sorted that pushing it. Mercury with a lunge on Bruno Will at the inside, and he was just able to slow down. Makes the move stick. Brilliant late lunge there on the Renault.
Libero all in the
He's kind of taking a backseat approach. He has the last in this train, so he's got the best reaction to anything that happens in this train. He's going to try and go down the outside of Libiero into turn 1 again. He's going to go side by side, set the positions between the two have switched, and Jam Ham makes the move in the inside of 2, Hodgson the outside of 1, inside for 2, makes the move stick up into P13, and we'll see Kyle and Domi fighting about P15 and 16 there, and that was due to Russell just coming to the pits there.
Okay, it's just got your attention on Gravity for P4 in the Grand Prix this week. He's looking at P4 now, he's okay. He's only a second behind Churka. He's in a great position.
Definitely, he lost it at the pit stops because Churka took a lap or 2 earlier than Eki. Eki opted to go longer on the soft tyres at the start to cover set to allow you to set up fresh rubber at the end. So he can be quicker at the end compared to Churka, and already closed that gap down. It was 2 seconds after Eki's pit stop, and it's already under the DRS.
Here we go, Merc. We're DRS confusion. Here we go to the World Championship game. He's up the inside, and there you go, up into P9. Mercury, he's on a charge.
And then Parondi's going to have a lock up on the inside of turn 1 as well, Maldy. On the inside of the Alpha, Tox officially just had it on the outside, and he goes a wee bit wide. Parondi just squeezing him. And they're going to go, and they're connected, they're making contact, and Toxic Fusion squeezes Parondi between the wall and himself there, and Parondi slams the wall in the exit of 4 just for one measure.
I have my screen, but every driver behind Jam.
Aye, the move between the Williams and Parondi and Toxic Fusion. Fusion was trying to hug on the outside, kind of ran wide on 1, which meant he kind of compromised in turn 2, and Parondi gave him the squeeze on the inside.
Graven's got a great exit compared to Wednesday. They've done on Enzo.
And he gets DRS as well. He gets DRS as well, just for his extra defence. Oh, and Jam Ham goes for the late braking on Libiero. Very forceful move, but he makes it stick nonetheless. Jam Ham's up at P11, and then Bruno spun, and he's reset his car there, Maldi. He's reset his car after spinning. I don't know how that goes down in terms of the rule book in STB, but I'm assuming that will be like that. Because he was in the middle of a spin between himself and Libiero, and he reset the car to track to avoid picking up any damage that might have came to it. I don't say that in hindsight, but
got the inside as well, the inside late braking, forcing him off a little bit wide there, and there you go, up in the P13, sorry. Is Dominic, Gravity follows behind him, a little move. I think Gravity's on the socks, which is pretty good. He's trying to get around the outside, can't do it, he's going to have DRS now, as Dominic Richie,
Dominic's onto-
Hamjam's running outside. Danny now running outside. There you go, sweet. Got the Danny, no, can't defend it. Hamjam goes up, sorry, into P5.
And Dominic pits for mediums again, Maldy, so he's on the 2-stroke. He needs to pit again for the soft or the hard compound tyres. I'm assuming it'll be the soft near the end, but he's put himself on a 2-stroke strategy.
Yeah, very long. He's got the clear end. He's got the clear end, so that's going to really help him in terms of putting in those quick laps. So yes, Briggsy, I think that the steward definitely has something to say about Bruno Wilbert. I believe that was our favourite corner, Rivage Senna. I think that would be something for the stewards.
All the action kind of seems to be at the Virage Senna this race, Maldy. We were sitting talking about the corner pre-race, and that's where all the action kind of seems to be. Like drivers are going inside or outside when the turn 1, 2 turns, but that's where the main action seems to be if it's not on the pit straight. But we're missing it. I'm missing it on Jamham making a move on as he makes his way into the top 10. Toxic Fusion is the next driver ahead, and then it's Perondi. So Perondi's really allowed himself to escape this battle and run up the field a little bit, try and tag himself back at Mercury.
Mercury's having a very good race. B10.
Urban Unicorn. Whether they qualified 10th, up 3 places.
Yeah, it's Urban Unicorn. So is Urban on the one stop?
I'm assuming Urban Unicorn will be coming in either around about lap 20 to 22, and they'll probably jump onto the medium tyre from there. But you'll maybe see the likes of Chunker and Eke struggling near the end and having to pit again. Dominic definitely needs to pit again because he's on medium to medium, so he will be back in the pits for another visit. Near the end of the race.
Yeah, anyone on the set hard?
At the end.
Fusion. Potentially. I would try and get Gravity in Mercury. I would try and get Gravity in, but you might have to do that because I can't loading up. Perondi then, Riggsy, looks to be getting close to the back of Mercury here. Right on board him, so Vera Perondi then in the slipstream of Derek's Mercury. Then there. Quite difficult on my screen, Riggsy, because Perondi's...
And Mercury's had to go wide. Mercury outbreak himself in chicane. Mercury outbreak himself under that chicane and he went wide, but Peron to have the DRS down the straight here, so the move should be done and dusted on the Mercedes, because Mercury will have nothing much to defend with. Does he try and defend it? I think they'll let Perondi go up the inside, but Perondi thinks twice about it, doesn't really feel too in it, but while that's happening, I'm seeing Tommy and Enzo going side by side in the back straight here in the chicane at the end of the circuit. But Tommy
Enzo's in a good place. I actually know he's in P30, so it's great. Looks like Urban Unicorn's got the other done on. Kirk has got the other done on Urban Unicorn. P1, we missed that. Choke is up in a P1, but can do that now. So okay. But it's probably going to be good, isn't it, for Urban. Because he's on that one stop, so he's still in chat with these drivers.
I think Urban Unicorn is definitely in the best stead because he's on the hards, he's no pitty jet. Eke and Churka are on medium tyres and they've been able to run the lap here, so their tyre life can drop significantly at the end. Dominic, I don't know if it's a blinder that he's playing or he's just short of selling the foot. We need to really wait until we see the full effect of that. But Dominic definitely needs to pit again because he's first stint to the medium in a second. So we will definitely see him back in the pits. And Ham Jam is 7.5 seconds of difference. 5, so there is a bit
so
of
it
a gap
looks
between
like
the top 4.
Pirandi got the overtake done on Mercury down the casino straight. And I think now what Mercury's going to do is he's going to try and follow and maybe try and get back past him. But Pirandi's now got Danny for company, and Danny's really going to hold him up here. Look at this. Really holding up because of the Inrigson.
It's the tyres that are doing it on the Red Bull, no giving them the perfect traction on the exit of these tight chicane. Pirandi does go right around the outside, but he ends up going wide. He takes the hood off track there.
He's going to have to give the position back. He's going to have to give the position back. He didn't go over the chicane. I think so. He didn't go over the chicane.
He can't afford to slow himself down too much because he's going to lose it to Mercury either way. So Pirandi might have a wee visit to the stewards later this race as the clouds start to form over the circuit here.
Oh yeah.
In Montreal. It's a bit foggy, Maldy. The weather's definitely, the sun's definitely dipped behind the clouds. What is this? Overcast with a bit of haziness in the sky.
Wow, anything can happen in the world.
Definitely. Maybe the threat of rain could be something that we could maybe ponder, maybe see if it will actually come to any fruition.
What I'm really looking at, something's looking really interesting. There's still people in that DRS zone over Church. He's currently in Q2, as we can see, 5 tenths adrift, and he's looking like he's going to get in that slipstream down the straight. Yeah, he's in a good position. But also in the position is Dominic now, DRS on Eke. DRS train for the 4 drivers.
And Dominic had a wee look there, but
Dominic,
he's
here we
go
go.
inside.
Of course, they're battling for the championship once in the season, because it looks like what we're seeing currently, the championship leader, or the driver that we would expect to be in the battle for 13 as it starts to rain here in Canada. You'll see, you was correct, your predictions were correct. It is raining here in Canada.